We on?
Yeah.
Hi everybody, Douglas Waltz. Comic books, old man review comic book thing. We got a plethora, I think is the proper term, to go through. Some good, some bad, some last of the series. First up on last of the series would be the new Werewolf by Night, written by Taboo and B. Earl with art by Scott Eaton. I didn't like it. But I think part of it is it really reads like an 80s comic that they just decided to make. Plus, if you're going to do Werewolf by Night, you're not going to have Jack Russell in it. Guess who does not care? That would be me. Strange Academy! It's Scotty Young and Humberto Ramos. This is really a good book. It was super sad. The whole issue was sad until the very end. And it was good. And if you have not started reading this book, I do believe now is your chance. That's the furnace, because we do these from downstairs. Then I put something funny at the end of them. Demerit slips. Like, for example, student name was Eric. Teacher was Dr. Voodoo. Misuse of the Wand of Watum and the misuse of the Eye of Agamotto. Demerit! That's funny. The final issue of Shang-Chi, where he's fighting with his sister. It's gotten louder. Writer Jean Lun Yang. Artist is Dake Ruan. I probably ruined the artist's name, and I apologize. This is supposed to lead up into a new series. The return of Shang-Chi. He's getting his own series. 5 issues finally paid up. This is really good. This was a good comic book. It's a new, I hate saying new direction for comic book, but what are you going to do? Issue 15, New Mutants. New Mutants is, and let me see, where do we got? Our writer is Vita Ayala. Artist Rod Rice. Rod is doing an incredible job of trying to Bill Sienkiewicz himself. It's still New Mutants. We get the old school New Mutants. We get the new school New Mutants. There's that giant Farouk fella that's in it. They got a new mutant who like warps reality, who's kind of cool. This is neat. It's different. New Mutants has always been different. What are you gonna do? Now we go into the crossover section of Marvel Universe. The King in Black. That's Null coming from outer space, and Daredevil is in prison. And Daredevil's got to get out to help the bad guys fight, and then he turns into this at the end. So, we'll see how that goes for Daredevil. I don't like when they have to force things into a tie-in, but they seem to make it go good. Deadpool refused to let it go in easy because it's Deadpool. Who we got for this? Let me see. I never remember who does what on these books, and reading the cover just doesn't seem fair. Let's see, what do we got? Nope. Alright, so anyway, so he's got to fight Null, and they're going to do the thing where they do in the Deadpool movies where they pick out their squad before they go, and one of them, I think the snowman, gets eaten by a giant dragon. Writers Kelly Thompson, pencilers Gerardo Sandoval, inkers are Victor Nava and Gerardo Sandoval. I'm sorry, Gerardo, if I messed up your name entirely. But it took that long to get to the credits. You put them at the front or at the end. It's not making me work so hard. So they're fighting the bad guys. Jeff the Land Shark gets possessed by a venom. Where's that picture? Because there's the perfect picture for why isn't this guy there? That fella right there. Why isn't Jeff the Land Shark got his own series? I buy it. I want an action figure. I want a series. He should get his own cartoon. Jeff the Land Shark, folks. I wouldn't know where you'd go for that. Our final King in Black tie-in is Savage Avengers. Deadpool again, because, writers Jerry Dugan, artist Kev Walker, and they're fighting the, what do you call them? The King in Black, Null. Conan and Deadpool end up in prison together. They figure out that Deadpool can actually heal from anything, so Conan kicks him through the bars. Figuring, now do that thing and get better, and it goes okay. And they get some weapons and they leave, and Conan is forced to grab the sword made out of a venom. Apparently the swords say, you know, yeah. But, yeah, so the Savage Symbiotic Sword of Conan returns next issue. So we'll see how that goes. A little worried the next issue shows more Deadpool. So he's getting all the stuff. Final issue. I'm going to save that one for last. Alright, Dune, House Atreides. I still am not really sure why there's this. It's thick, folks. It's like cardstock almost. I mean, I've seen trading cards with less stock on them than this. But it's good. It's Dune. It's Baron Leto when he was a kid. You see all the things, he mentions Raban, and there's all sorts of cool intrigue going on, and they learn stuff about sandworms and Fremen, and this, I'm liking this very, very much. It's not Frank Herbert writing it, it's Kid Bryan, but what are you going to do? So, last but not least, I was usually sad when they put out a last issue. This is the last issue of Betty Page, but it's because they only do it in arcs. 5 issues, maybe 6. Betty was solving the murder on the island where they were shooting the movie, and she solved it, and at the end they said the end, but you know what is not going to be the end? Betty will be back, and Fanfare will save the photocopies for me. I wonder how long they can do this before they run out of... She took a lot of pictures. We shouldn't have to worry too much about pictures for Betty. And then of course written by Carla Pacheco, art by Vincenzo Federici. See, you guys are just testing me. That's what you're doing. So these are all of the comic books of this week. I have not checked the other comic books. Oh, and this is for the week of... Today's the 31st. So 30th was Saturday. 29th was Friday. 27th. January 27th. Wednesday, January 27th was the date that these books were released from Fanfare. Finally, if Sophie and Fiona are watching, Grandpoo says hello and I love you. That's it for all I got today. We'll see you next week. Bye.